Hey y'all, get ready with me as I go. I don't know where I'm going today, but I'm gonna just do something self-care today. So while I do my makeup today, I'm gonna talk about why I decided to denounce Alpha Kappa Alpha. So I crossed in 2012 and I denounced in 2024. So that means that I was a member for 12 years. Yeah. So let's see, let's talk about this journey. So one of my line sisters, she denounced, right? So she denounced like she denounced like it was a long time ago. She denounced. We hadn't already graduated and everything, but she denounced, and she said like she denounced because of the Lord, and I wasn't mad at her. I was like, okay, girl, good for you. You know, good for you. And it was like videos started popping up. You know, like, so this denouncing thing is nothing new. Like every so often it'll be like a surge of people talking about it. So this is nothing new. So like maybe a couple years back, not even a couple, maybe like 8 or something years ago, like videos will pop up of people denouncing. And I would listen to the videos and I would just watch them and be like, girl, it is not that deep. Like, I don't know. Yes, we did that stuff you said, but it's not that deep. So I always just had it in the back of my mind, but honestly, just never cared, to be honest. Just really never cared. So it wasn't until I rededicated my life back to the Lord in 2023. And I was staying with one of my cousins when I was travel nursing, and she was like, she knew that I was, you know, because she knew that we were talking about the Lord together, so she knew that I was, you know, walking with the Lord. And she was like, yeah, I heard about those sororities not of God. And I was just like, okay, well, I said, yeah, I heard that too. What? I was like, yeah, I heard that too. I was like, you know, but the Lord ain't say nothing to me about it yet. I don't care what y'all say. That Lord ain't say nothing to me about it, or the Lord ain't convict me of something. I believe that's the devil. That be the devil twisting your mind to make you feel like the Lord ain't convict you on it. But that's why I told her, right? I was like, the Lord ain't convicting me on it. So then the Lord really starts to convict me on it, like so heavily about it. And I was just like, well, Lord, you know, at that moment, when I just came to the Lord, at that moment, I still had a girlfriend and all that stuff. So I was like, well, Lord, technically, I ain't even living right. So I ain't got to get rid of this. I need to get rid of some other stuff first. So I was like, so I just, you know, I pushed it to the side, but I was like, okay, I'm going to stop paying my dues and I'm going to stop wearing the paraphernalia. So I did it little piece by piece. I was just like, yeah, I ain't with this no more. But I still, you know, I still was a member or whatever. But I was like, I ain't wearing that stuff like that no more. All right, so then I was fasting, and I was fasting with Covered by God, and she was talking about how sororities and fraternities are demonic covenants. And I was like, what? And she was just saying, like, you know, you wondering why some of your prayers are being hindered because you is connected to that Greek god. And I was just like, God, why does this stuff keep on popping up? But I was like, I'm fasting, so you know, this is the time that I hear you. When I fast, I can hear you for sure. So I was like, okay, Lord, it was homecoming. So already didn't decide, because mind you, I don't go to homecoming like that. Why? I mean, because I don't know. I just don't go to homecoming. But I went to homecoming one time after I graduated. But that year, I was going to go. So I had already made plans that I was going to go, but I was on that fast or whatever. And I was like, well, Lord, I'm going to wait on you. I'm going to be patient. I was like, I'm not going to say I'm fasting you for an answer, and then I'm going to go participate in the very thing I'm fasting for an answer for. So I was like, well, yeah, I ain't going to homecoming or whatever. All right, so then I was like, well, Lord, speak to me on this matter. I was like, make it plain to me. And if you make it plain to me, Lord, I'll leave. I was like, let me know that this is really of you and I'll leave. So one of my neos, like I ain't really had a relationship with her. So she literally wrote me, it was that, I believe that fast ended that Sunday. And she wrote me that Sunday and she was like, Asia, you close to God. What you think about sororities being idol worship? When I mean to tell you, I could have fell on the floor. Oh, my brain back. When I mean to tell you, I could have fell on the floor. I think I did fall on the floor because I was like, what? Because mind you, this girl, I literally have no relationship with. It was no reason for her to write me. And I took that as my sign. And I was like, so me and her started talking, and then she was like, yeah, like the Lord is really convicting me to leave the sorority. And I was like, girl, let me show you my notes. Let me show you my prayer journal where I am really going before the Lord about this situation. And she was like, girl, me too. So we ended up, renouncing together. Like we ended up sending our letters off and all that stuff together. And it was so good to have someone that I could talk to, to walk each other through that thing, because that thing was, it was hard. It was hard letting go of it. So after I sent my letter off, I was like, oh my God, did I even make a good decision? Like, did I hear you, Lord? I'm doubting that I even heard the Lord, because I'm so attached to the sorority. And I was like, a video ended up coming across my page of a girl who broke down the rituals. And I'll never forget, I was in my bed watching it one night, and that girl walked through those rituals. Y'all, I cried like a baby. I cried so bad, because I was like, Lord, I'm upset and I'm mad because you asking me to give up this sorority when this sorority was literally idolatry. Like how that girl broke down on rituals, how all these candles meant this, how us kneeling at the altar, writing our name in a book, saying all these oaths. I cried so bad. I was like, Lord, forgive me. Like, I repent for those stuff that I did then, and how I was then mad with you that you asked me to give that up. I was like, yeah, forgive me, Lord. So I just, I just like, yeah, I just feel like when the Lord truly opens your eyes to this mess, you will be like, what is this? What is this really? And when I renounced, I let my line sisters know or whatever, and they were supportive or whatever. I still have relationships with them now, and one of the things that I have, I'm not judgy. That's one thing. I'm not judgy. I'm just like, you know what? Hey, I can share my story with, I can share my story with you. And honestly, I really didn't share my story with them. If they watch this will be their time hearing my story, because I just told them, like, hey, the Lord told me to leave. I love y'all. Thank you for the relationships we built. And that was kind of it. Because at that moment, I was really like shy about it. And I even said, I was telling the other girl, I was like, yeah, I'm probably never going to have a denouncement video. But it's 2 years later when the Lord said, like, yeah, it's time. What had happened? When I first found it out, I was hurt. I was like, what? Who worshiping what? Nobody not worshiping nothing. Like, I still go to church. I go to church with the sorority. We did all these rituals at a church. So it was just like, I'm not understanding. But the Lord will open up your eyes to see, like, a lot of wickedness, not even just this, a lot of wickedness is just hid in plain sight. I even repented for, like, even for people who I wrote letters for people to get into the sorority, like a little recommendation letter or whatever. Like, even for like people who I influenced, that they saw that you were a part of it and then wanted to be a part of it. Like, I even repented for like all that stuff. People who you brought into the sorority. Like, I was like, Lord, forgive me. Like, forgive me. Hopefully this foundation came out right, because I can't do all that talking and all this. But and then they'd be like, oh, well, we don't worship. We don't put nothing before God. Yeah, I think the plot is missing. The plot is missing. We're not saying that you put the sorority before God. We're not saying that. We're saying that attached to that sorority, attached to that fraternity, is a Greek entity. That's what we're saying. We're saying that you are kneeling, you are bowing, and you are taking oaths to a Greek deity. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. We're not saying that you're putting this, that you are idolizing the sorority fraternity, as in meaning that means everything to you. That means everything to you. But even some people do idolize the sorority, because the first thing somebody asks you about, tell me something about you. I'm telling you, top 3 things you're going to mention that you're in that thing. And the Lord even had to check me. It was like when somebody be like, tell me something about you. And I'd be like, or I got a doctor's in nursing, or I'm an AKA, or I'm this, and then after all that, it would be, oh yeah, and I'm a child of God. I serve Christ. Skirt. Identity. A lot of people's identity is wrapped up in sororities and fraternities, but they won't admit it. They won't admit it that their identity is trapped in that stuff, is tied up in that stuff. So if you would take that, and I'll even be honest, when the Lord started to strip me of stuff, like I won't tell y'all no lie. So it was like when the Lord started to strip me from lesbianism, and I was like, Lord, I've been a lesbian my whole adult life. I've been a lesbian like 15 something years. And I was like, but Lord, that's my identity. Like, who am I be? Who am I now if I'm not that? And then the sorority, now God, I done been in this sorority for 12 years. Like, the sorority is attached to my identity. But the Lord was teaching me that, guess what? I'm stripping you from all these identities outside of me. And now my identity is I'm a child of God. I'm a child of God. Like, I'm a child of God. That's my identity. So I just even pray that y'all just take it to the Lord. And I'm talking about take it to the Lord as in, Lord, fast before the Lord. Turn down your plate. Turn down your plate and be like, God, I need to hear from you on this matter. Get off of social media and get on your face and be like, God, reveal this thing to me. And don't reveal it to me where I already got my else in my head. Like, I ain't leaving no matter what you say. But no, as in, like, God, reveal it to me. That's what I told him. I said, if you reveal it to me, I'll leave. I said, if you reveal it to me, I'll leave. So, that's what I think he should do. And he will. He will. He will. Because he faithful like that. He faithful like that. I don't know. I just be asking the Lord, just show mercy, you know? I don't even know if I did good, because I'm on here chit-chatting with y'all. I don't even know if this bad boy blend right. I'm going to have to go up in. I don't like this light right here to see if it blended right. But yeah, that's my story.